In Romans 5 and verse 5, the Apostle Paul says, and he is saying this to people who are suffering all the time, he says, hope does not disappoint us, because when we hope, God pours his love into our hearts, the gift of his Holy Spirit. Again, hope is the doorway through which God's love comes into us and flows out into the world. And that's so powerful. We have to remember that where does God come into this world? God comes through us. And if we do not have hope, then the doorway for God into this world is closed. If the door is open, God comes in and changes us from the inside out, and our hope makes us able to change the world around us. Romans 8:24, the Apostle Paul says, do not put your hope in things which are seen. If you can see something, it is not the right object of hope. Hope is always in something that is unseen. And I hope that all of you understand by this point that the real world is not the world that you see around you, though it appears to be solid. The real world, the permanent world, the eternal world, is the world of love and faith and the world of hope. And that's where you want to focus. I want you all to have hope in the weeks which are to come. There's one final verse about hope that I find tremendously powerful. In Romans 4, verse 17, Paul says to us, remember, we worship the God who raises the dead and brings into existence things which did not previously exist. So when you're looking at your life and trying to predict your future, and if you are feeling hopeless because of it, remember this, you cannot predict, you cannot figure it out, because there will be things in your future that God will bring into existence out of nothing, things which did not exist before. That's what he did for Abraham. The man with no past and no future and no hope. God created things which didn't exist. Remember, God created the universe from nothing. So God can create new things in your life. You might still be thinking, well, hope is not for me. But I assure you, hope is for you. Hope is something that you can use today and tomorrow and for the rest of your life. Hope is something that will change your life from the inside out. Hope is the tool by which you will change the world. Hope is the doorway through which God comes into you and into the world. First Sunday in Advent is the Sunday of hope. And what happens in the manger in Bethlehem is the most wonderful and powerful sign. Hope. Never lose your hope. Look, here is where I come into the world, through the weakest and the smallest and the frailest. And if I can come into the world through this child, have the hope. I will be in your life, and I will come to the world through you. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.